pinch hitter this year. He hasn't started a ball game. See his numbers from last year. Third highest average in the National League from the All-Star break on. The bases loaded. Phillies down 2. And Franzen lines one toward right center field. That's going to split the gap and go to the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes Carrera. He'll score. They're waving Michael Young home. The throw to the plate. The Phillies have won it. Kevin Franzen comes off the bench and shoots a 3-run double into the gap in right center field. And the Phillies come from behind and they win it 4-3.
There goes Denorfia on a high fly ball to deep right field. Puig to the track, one-hands it, guns it back to first base. Out for the double play. We had to wait. It was the plate umpire making the call. Hello, Yasiel Puig. What a way to start a career.
Line drive, base hit, there it is. 4,000 hits. Janssen, the 3rd man in baseball history to have 4,000 hits. He does it in the 1st inning, and the Yankees come out of the dugout to congratulate him for a great achievement. In Japanese, David, they would say omedeto, which is congratulations.
Combs a very good base runner at 3rd. 0-2 the count.
Are you looking at curve here?
Here it is. Swinging a high fly ball left field deep. Down the line toward the wall. Grand slam. Shane Victorino with a grand slam. And the Red Sox have the lead. 5-2 Boston. Victorino pumping his fist as he rounded first base.
2-2 the count. And Votto lifts it in the air. Center field. Gomez at the wall. Gomez leaps out.
A beautiful look there at the skyline of Philadelphia, PA. The Dodgers and the Phillies. Next on the show. With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the LA Dodgers and the Phillies. Hi again, folks. Welcome back to Phillies baseball here on the show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and let's check in on the numbers for these two guys. This place is no fun to pitch in if you're the opposing pitcher taking the hill. Not just because of the lineup he's going to have to face, but also because of the park they play in. Now, it's very conducive to the long ball, so that'll be something that each pitcher has to avoid.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, as the skipper Don Mattingly will line his guys up this way. They'll square off versus statistically one of the best starting pitchers in postseason history, the former Cy Young Award winner left-hander Cliff Lee. Here's Carl Crawford stepping in as we're about ready to get things going.
Leading off tonight for the Dodgers, left fielder, Carl Crawford.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Rollins is there and Crawford is gone, opening up the ball game. As we get started here, let's give you a look at how these two teams stack up side by side on our offensive comparison graphic. Yasiel Puig will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Now a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top 2 guys on base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go. So that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Adrian Gonzalez will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lee Ruddy with the 0-1. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8-ball now, 0-2.
And this is going to be important against a team like this. You can't let them get into...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Starting lineup for the Phillies is there on your screen. Josh Beckett will get the call to face them, and the key for him will almost certainly be getting ahead in the count early. We've seen in the past when he's forced to work from behind, he can run into some problems. Ready to go now in the home half of inning number 1 as shortstop Jimmy Rollins makes his way toward the box. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now another 0-2. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. And who knows what might have happened had that ball not hit the bag, but this will go down as an infield single regardless. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games. Carlos Ruiz will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Swing and a line drive to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Chase Utley will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Ramirez over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Matt Kemp will step in now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. First pitch on its way from Lee. And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And Furcal will take this one in for route number 1. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And here now a tough out in the person of the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. There to get it is Utley. And in fact, no throw as he's able to reach first base safely. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And standing in now, Juan Uribe. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. There goes Hanley for second. Pitches a called strike. The throw. And it's not going to be in time as Ramirez has himself a stolen base. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy, you've got the open base to protect you. You got to keep this guy from getting extended.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
And after the error on that previous play, I think he's out there saying, you know what? Why don't I just take care of this guy myself? Good job out there to bounce back with the strikeout.
Number 7 will get his first shot at it here. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Ooh, and he finds his spot there. 1-1.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Ryan Howard will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
First baseman, Ryan Howard.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Here's Beckett's 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Okay, we know this is a guy that's going to strike out quite a bit, but rarely is he ever going to look that bad up there. I mean, that right there is as off balance of a hitter as you're ever going to see at this level. Completely fooled.
Dominic Brown will be the batter. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Fouled back. Now the 0-2 from Beckett. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Looked like he got a fairly good read on this ball. You see him try to time his leap here, but it's just out of his reach in center. Once it's by him, this turns into an easy double.
Marlon Byrd will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Oh, and he straightens him up with a fastball that time. It's ball 1. Now for Brown, he's credited with double number 11 so far this year. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
It's pretty safe to say he's found his stroke up there. He's got that batting average back up to the 280s now, and he just looks like a much more confident hitter these last few games.
Rafael Furcal will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Pitches a cold strike, the throw. And they've got a man caught in the rundown. And they'll tag him out in the rundown. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. In the air to straightaway center field. And a base hit as the Phillies will strike first in this one. They lead it 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Andres Torres will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Kemp is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Miguel Olivo is ready to go here as we begin the third. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. But the throw is offline, and he's in there with 2 bases.
And out on the mound, you just got on the board, you've taken the lead, and you're hoping for a quick shutdown inning, but this guy's got other plans because he drills this ball, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Josh Beckett will step in, and with nobody out, we'll see if they want to let him swing the bat or try to bunt that runner onto third. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. For Olivo, he's at second with his first 2-bagger of the year. And he'll easily make it to first as they won't even field this thing. Carl Crawford will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Brown is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
The right fielder, number 66.
Yasiel Puig will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. And he goes the other way and hits this one high and deep toward the right field corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, number 13 for him on the year, and it gives the Dodgers a 3-1 lead. Adrian Gonzalez will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. Now a ball lined towards center field, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he's...
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So it's a 2-run shot for Matt Kemp. 8th home run on the season for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1. Hanley Ramirez is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And a throw over to Howard, and that's the second out. Juan Uribe will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. And this ball will be chopped foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now Lee will try it again, 0-2. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Way outside, 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So a very good outburst here is 5 runs. Cliff Lee makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch curveball swung on and missed, strike 1.
Yeah, a tough situation here. He has the long inning on the mound, and then he's got to turn right around and lead off the next half inning.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. Yeah, and that is through into right, and not what you want to do on the mound as he allows the opposing pitcher to reach to lead off the inning.
Hey, and you know, sometimes when you don't have your best stuff, you can still go out there and help your guys out by swinging the bat. And sure enough, he goes after this pitch here, and he's going to wind up on first base with a base hit.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the former MVP, shortstop Jimmy Rollins. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole, and Rollins is aboard. It's a base hit.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in, a line-out victim his first time. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this is going to be a foul ball. On the ground for Ramirez, this could be 2. To second for 1, back to first, and that'll take care of the slow-footed Ruiz, a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and making his way in is the second baseman, Chase Utley. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
Now Beckett on 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gonzalez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great... Number 7 will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Now this is swung on and dribbled up the first base line. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Miguel Olivo will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Lee ready with the 0-1. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, and a 1-out single here gets him a base runner in the 4th, as you can check out his line so far. You'd like for him to give you at least another inning or so, but with numbers like that, he might be on pretty thin ice already.
Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit. Carl Crawford will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Fouled straight back. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. You guys surprised at all that that man doesn't have the bullpen going yet?
Well, he's showing a lot of faith in his starter, but to me, you've at least got to get someone stretching down there. Move him around a little bit.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 now from Lee. And a good pitch that time from Lee, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Surprised that the bullpen hasn't swung into action yet?
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, I think I'd at least get a couple guys up there scurrying around down there or thinking about ordering a pizza or something.
Yasiel Puig will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
The 0-2 now from Lee. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
And if he can just bear down and get one more guy right here and get out of this, he's going to get an ovation like he's never heard, because that was a big second out.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in with the bases full of Dodgers and 2 men out. Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. Brown is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Dodgers leave them loaded. They're up 5-1. Ryan Howard will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Inning, first baseman, Ryan Howard.
Now a fastball that's popped up out towards short right field. Number 7 is there, and they'll be able to exhale a bit in that dugout as Howard's gone on just 1 pitch. Dominic Brown will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, base hit. Marlon Byrd will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Number 7 is under it. 2 gone.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Beckett checks. Now the pitch. Now the 0-1 is swung on and bounced to the shortstop Ramirez. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. And there is Matt Kemp now. He'll start things out against Cliff Lee as we get the inning underway. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 1-1 from Lee. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
First pitch on its way from Lee. Hanley Ramirez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Another fastball, another called strike, 0-2 now.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to pop a nasty curveball.
And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. Juan Uribe will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Lee's pitch here is bounced right back past him, and it'll carry into center field for a base hit. Number 7 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And this ball's hit high and deep toward the corner and right. And it's a foul ball. Now a fastball popped high in the air over toward the right side of the infield. Howard will put this one away, and the side is retired. We'll get a look. And there is Andres Torres. He'll stand in against Josh Beckett to get the inning underway. Now a ball lined to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Cliff Lee will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. And this is in the dirt, but Olivo's able to hang with it that time. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Runners on the move for second. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And he's into third safely. So the Phils have him at the corners now with nobody out.
Well, I think the phrase here is 1's an aberration, 2 is a trend. And sure enough, hey, he's got himself a 2-hit ball game.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
Beckett ready with the first pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
1 run, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Swing and a high pop-up to the left side. And Uribe will put this one away for the first out.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Carlos Ruiz comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And he goes and chops this one out towards second. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. And another crisis is averted. Miguel Olivo will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
Miguel Olivo.
It hits the outside corner. It's strike one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Too high. 1-2. And he looks at a cold strike three as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number one. Josh Beckett will stand in now, and given the big cushion he has to work with on the other side of the scorecard, he'll go ahead and hit for himself here in inning number 6. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit. Carl Crawford will stand in. Base on balls his last time. In there for strike one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And here's a fastball called for strike two. Way outside. 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And this is trouble now. Extra bases, and Crawford can fly. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Yasiel Puig will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. And there's ball four now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order. Adrian Gonzalez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. And I think he's going to have to summon up every bit of his experience to get out of this one.
He's certainly been through it before. If anybody can do it, he can.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll step off here and make sure he doesn't have any ideas over there at third. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Line hard to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will slide home safely as the throw is high and up the line. Matt Kemp will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now, 0-2. A lot of balls down in the zone. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side.
Leading off for the Phillies, second baseman, Chase Utley.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And taken in out there for the first out.
And that's a big break for him right there. When you've already thrown 5 tough innings and you're looking at having to go right through the heart of the lineup, to get a first pitch out to start off the inning is certainly welcome.
Ryan Howard is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
And Matt, we've seen it time and time again. It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Fouled back. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a curveball, and he pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that will clear the scoreboard out there. It's a home run. A solo shot there for Ryan Howard. Number 13 for him on the year. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
Dominic Brown will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And a good fastball from Beckett. It's 0-1. The tail of the tape on that last home run, 410 feet. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a ball swung on and hit high in the air and deep to left center field. This ball has a chance, and he's turned an 0-2 count into a home run. A solo home run for Dominic Brown, number 11 for him on the season, and with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game. Marlon Byrd will stand in. He singled and popped out in his first two at-bats. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ballgame.
Yeah, he can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you've got to make him put it in play.
Here comes the 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And this is on the ground toward the hole. There to take it is Ramirez. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
And the off-speed stuff just continues to keep guys off balance here. He's still just got that one strikeout on his ledger, but he's had these guys in knots all throughout.
Rafael Furcal will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. And, oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. So 2 runs come across here. Hanley Ramirez will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. Brad Lincoln will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 31, Brad Lincoln.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
And this is swung on and missed that time by Ramirez. A strikeout victim, and there's one away. Juan Uribe will dig in. He singled his last time around. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's a swing and a chance for Howard over at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Number 7 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swinging a shot back up the middle. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
And on the surface, a little 2-out single here might not seem all that important, but as we saw in the last half inning, these guys are starting to make some inroads into this deficit. So 1-2-3 shutdown inning here could have really given them a big boost.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. LA's on top, 6-3. Andres Torres will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Center fielder, Andres Torres.
Beckett ready with the first pitch. 8-9-1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Seemed to me like the wheels were coming off for this guy a bit in the 6th inning. Any surprise he's back out there for the 7th?
A little. I mean, this deep into a start, that's usually when you say, we'll let the bullpen take care of it from here. Apparently, though, they think he's got something left.
And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. Puig is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Well, a good pitch there to get the out, and looking ahead, he's due to lead off the next half inning, so in all likelihood, this could be the end of the line for him on the mound.
First offering on the way. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Puig is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will stand in. He popped out in his last time. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And it won't end the inning as it's thrown away. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
Carlos Ruiz will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Come on!
And a good curveball there as this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. And Kemp has a beat on it as he makes the play to end the inning. Andre Ethier is into the on-deck circle now, and he'll hit for the pitcher Beckett here.
Andre Ethier.
Mike Adams will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Mike Adams.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Carl Crawford will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Carl Crawford.
And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that 2-seam fastball. Remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
Now the 1-2. Weakly to the right side, so he stays alive. Hit sharply as this is pulled into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Yasiel Puig will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Torres is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Dodgers down in order. They still lead it 6-3. Brian Wilson is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Chase Utley will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Slider, oh look out as that one just about took his nose off. Boy, never a dull moment with this guy on the mound.
Oh, he can sure drive you crazy at times, can't he?
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. On the ground toward Gonzalez, but foul wide of the bag. Now a ball hit high and deep, carrying towards the corner. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Now another 1-2. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone.
That might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And this game just got a little more interesting. This is a home run. Solo shot that time from Chase Utley. Home run number 9 on the year. And they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
I'll tell you what, there is no better feeling for a hitter after being backed off the plate than to turn around and do this on the next pitch. That is just the ultimate. You think you can intimidate me? Think again.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Line drive, speared at first base by Adrian. And that becomes the first out of the inning.
Well, this guy on the mound right now isn't fooling anybody to start this inning. The home run was clearly hammered, and this ball's hit even harder, but with just a more favorable result out there on the mound.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for...
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Dominic Brown will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. Now here's the first pitch. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Puig is right there as he takes it for the second out. Marlon Byrd will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Here's the first offering. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Crawford retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. One for the Phillies. Adrian Gonzalez will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth. Antonio Bastardo will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. So they get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are two right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in the powerful center fielder Matt Kemp. Kyle Kendrick will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
A runner at first with no outs here. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
No big surprise here with the runner on first base and nobody out. They're going to work him down in the strike zone to try to get that ground ball. But hey, strikeouts are good.
Hanley Ramirez will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ballgame. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Oh, and that is right there for strike two.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? One there. Relay to Howard, and it's in time. The double play. That ends the inning. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. Nothing more in the Dodger ninth. One last shot now for Philadelphia. They trail by a couple. That's 6-4. Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Rafael Furcal will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
And up by 2 here in the ninth, he needed to make sure he could keep that leadoff man off base so they don't get the tying run to the plate. That's a huge first out.
And now the second pitch of the inning is in the air to right. Puig is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth. Cody Ashe will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And here's a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1. If the lead holds, the win would go to Josh Beckett in this one. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
It's about what we've come to expect here from Jansen as he comes in here to fire a scoreless ninth and finish off the Dodger victory.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count.
Here's Luis Cruz. He has flied out and struck out. Manny Machado, foul territory, long throw. Oh, mercy! Got to see that one for a few years. What a play by Machado into foul territory, and then with that cannon for an arm.
Uribe back in and waiting. The crowd chanting. Carpenter out of